topics were because I forgot. We have some topics planned for today. They're in our description. I put them up later than I had hoped. I didn't get to it till today. Usually I try to do it the day before, and I already forgot what the topics are. So that's how today was. It was very, very busy. Our whole week has been busy. I'm sure all of your weeks are busy too. Hi, Julia. I think I said hi to everyone else that hopped in. Or Julie. Sorry. I don't know why I said Julie because I know that's not your name, but that's where I am today. So yeah. So I am going to be working on a Legit Kit free block. I think it's called Building Blocks. Donna from Handmade Buying with Donna had it posted on her Facebook group. I don't know if it's on her channel anywhere, but I think it's still available. It's just their free block, so you can give it a try. I'm working on that because it's been taking me for a while. I have quite a bit of it done, probably about half of it done, but foundation paper piecing is not my best skill set yet. I'm still getting used to it, so I'm going to be working on that today. And what are you going to be working on? It's your favorite, right?
Yes. We finally got our acrylic back in stock, which means that I was able to make new stuff. So the 6.5 inch trim locks are back in stock, as are the acrylic quilt fabric letters, these little things. So my job today, since I made a whole bunch of these, is to take the paper off, which means I will have no nails at the end of this live.
It looks like you have a specific method that you're doing. Oh, you're going to take all those off first?
I'm just going to go letter by letter.
Oh, okay.
So.
I see. All right, so yeah, so I am going to be working on foundation paper piecing and hopefully not completely mess it up. I was hoping to get up here a little earlier and get some of the fabrics together with my little blocks that I need to work on, but that did not happen the way I had planned. So that's fine. We're just still gonna work through them.
Is this the same paper piecing one that you were doing before that you said you really liked?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on it for a while.
Why am I shushing? What did I do wrong?
Because you're calling me out for being delayed on working on it.
Oh, my bad. Is this the brand new one that you've never done before, babe?
They all know, because I was working on it on a live with Donna a while ago. Oh. And yeah, it's fine. I have a million projects that I work on at one time.
Yeah. It's hard to do just one thing. My mind wanders too much if I'm doing one thing for too long. I have to start doing something else.
Yes, Brenda, I was so glad that you saw, I'm assuming that you saw my reply to you on Facebook that it was back in stock, and I was hoping you would see it because I didn't want him to send out any emails or anything like that saying that it was back in stock without some of you getting it who I knew were waiting for it to come back. So I'm so glad you saw the message. I always get worried on there because I feel like you don't always get notified of messages on there very quickly.
Gloria says she's doing Vortex. What is that?
Vortex is it's their block of the month. So they send
the paper piecing one?
Yeah.
What are the Legit Kits?
Yeah. It looks really, really neat. They just released another block of the month I saw Donna post, and it's like an eyeball.
Oh, cool. Lindsay, that sounds really cool. She's making quilted ornaments. We should do some of that. That'd be fun to put on the tree.
Yeah.
We don't have our tree up yet, so please don't,
go crazy. If he would let me, it would be up, though.
That's absolutely true.
It would just never come down along with any of our Christmas decorations.
Yeah, we love Christmas. So, topic number 1, which is, what is your favorite board game? So, babe, you know what? I'm honestly not sure what your favorite. I think I know what it is.
I'm not sure what my favorite board game is.
We talked about this a week ago.
I know, but okay. But it's like you have so many that you like. Well, I think you do too, though. You have a lot that you like.
I do.
So I guess it kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. If I'm in the mood for really having to think through every move that I make, then it would be Settlers of Catan. But I have to be like prepared for that because there's a lot of strategy that's in it and things like that. So that's the same with like Ticket to Ride. Like you have to be in the mood for it. If I just want to have like fun, maybe I really like categories because I can beat you in that one.
Yeah. I think we told that story before.
Yeah.
It was garbage. I still protest that game.
He is very competitive. He is not one of those people that will let me nor the kids win a game. Like, just to be kind. He's very competitive.
Yeah, I'm very competitive with pretty much everything. I don't like to lose ever.
He's not like a sore loser. He just doesn't like to.
Yeah, I don't get all pissy.
He doesn't like throw the board over or anything like that. But definitely, you don't like to lose.
I love Clue, Sean. I did not know it had a different name in Australia called Cluedo. So is the same characters like, Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, or do they have like other characters? Hey Jane, sorry that you had such a bad day. Man, a beer sounds good. I actually have Corona in the fridge right now because I was going to make tacos and I like to marinate my meat in Corona because it's my favorite Mexican beer. And I should go grab one because it sounds really good. Yeah, I love Clue. We love escape rooms. And when we were were we in Tennessee or were we in South Dakota?
Tennessee and South Dakota both had so many really good escape rooms.
I know, but where was the Clue one? Was that in Tennessee? I think it was in Tennessee. Maybe it was in South Dakota.
I think it was in South Dakota.
So anytime we go on vacation or for a trip, we're going to be more than a couple days. We seek out all of the good escape rooms in the area, and I think it was in South Dakota. We went to an escape room that was Clue themed, and it literally had 9 rooms. Like it was an hour and a half or 2 hours.
And I feel like that was like one of the first ones I don't think we in a while that we didn't finish, right? Because we got stuck on. In a lot of escape rooms, you don't use combined stuff from rooms. When you leave one room, a lot of that stuff is left behind, or they kind of clue you into it before if you're going to take stuff with you. And that one, we had to use stuff from different rooms, and we kind of didn't know that until later, and so we were a little bit behind.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so it was a really cool escape room. That's like the only escape room that we've never gotten out of that I was okay with.
Yeah, because that was a hard one. And it was really good. It was really well done. Oh, I love the way the little Hooter Legit Kit looks. I finally got one because after trying this, I was like, okay, I think I can do it. You can see that I'm not organized with it at all. If it's something you're considering getting one of these Legit Kits, definitely look at Donna's channel because she is amazing at keeping all of this really organized. I'm not great at organization.
I don't think that's true. I think you're really organized.
Have you been up here in this room?
Organized chaos. Still organized.
I mean, I guess it's true because I do normally know where everything is. What?
Sorry, Brenda just said her niece made her play Monopoly and she never wants to play that game again. Monopoly is a fun game, but it is a game that can literally go on for hours on end, and it can get really monotonous and make you want to tear your hair out at some point. You have to hope that someone gets an easy, quick win. Otherwise, you're going to be there for 3 hours, and it becomes mind-numbingly awful.
I think it's a fun one if you play, when we play on one of those game systems we have.
Oh, yeah.
You can set up like parameters so it doesn't last forever.
Yeah, I think on our Wii we have Monopoly, and you can customize the rules so that the game ends after 30 turns, or the game ends once someone gets to a certain total value, so that you're not sitting there forever. Or you start the game with 3 random properties.
Yeah,
and you can start building hotels immediately, that sort of stuff. So that can make it better. But yeah, if you're just playing the actual board game, it becomes awful. So, Risk is a good game, though. I
haven't played
Risk.
that in so long. That is a fun. I don't even think we have that one, do we?
I think we have Risk.
We have so many. I should try to post a picture of it on my Facebook because our games aren't even all in one place. Like ones that we've been playing a lot are out in the dining room, and there's like a chest out there that has some of our games in it. And then we have a closet that is jam-packed full of them. Mm-hmm. Where you can't even easily see what is all in there.
On the same lines as Risk is Stratego, which I don't think we have that game, but that's a really fun game. Jane wants to know where she can find the free block.
I don't have.
Jane, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I will try to send it to you if I can't. Let me put a note to email her a link to it because I got it off of Donna's Facebook page or group. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. So I don't know. Let me look really quick if it's on their website where we can just post it in the chat.
So I think I really like Settlers of Catan. That's one of my favorite games. I also really like. I just had it in my head and now I forgot. Carcassonne.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
That's a really fun game.
Ooh, I think I found it. So I think I can just post it in the chat, a link to it.
The Jit Kit building block. I like the sound of it, Sean, but the way you propose that makes it seem like it is a tremendous nightmare to do.
Oh, hi, Donna. I was just talking about you, and I'm posting the Legit Kits building blocks because that's what I'm working on right now. And hopefully that link works. I think it looks like it did. But yeah, so if you haven't tried Legit Kits, I would definitely check out Donna's channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna, because she has so many good tips for organizing the Legit Kits and keeping everything straight and tips for getting your blocks together nicely. So definitely check it out. Okay, where am I?
So are you trying to say, Sean, that Australian kids don't get afraid of snakes? Is that? I mean, I know they're, allegedly everywhere.
We have
I've
been
seen
lucky.
Some crazy large ass snakes in Australia too.
Well, yeah, but we've been lucky because I have not. I don't think I've seen any like around our house that are really big. We had that one little one up by our porch, but a lot of people have posted pictures of much bigger ones in our area.
Yeah, one of our neighbors, our daughter's best friend.
Oh yeah.
They had a.
I don't remember what was it. What is it? Oh, I was thinking it was a water moccasin.
It was a water moccasin. You're right. It was a water moccasin, which.
Not that either of them are fun to have
No.
in your yard. And they have dogs too, like quite a few.
Yeah.
So, I'd always be worried, like with Shadow, that he would be curious about it. And
he definitely would. So,
okay, I need to remember that one goes up there.
The purple one?
Yeah.
Don't mess it up, baby.
I'm going to. I just feel it in my bones. I need to get better at cutting these out because I keep cutting out way bigger pieces of fabric than I need for the area because I'm scared that it's going to be too small.
Timber Rattlers. I feel like the Timber Rattlers are like a AA baseball team.
It does sound like it.
No, I'm almost positive it is. I just don't know who.
I think we went to one of their games.
We may have. That may have been when we were in Tennessee.
Yeah, because they were playing. Was it the Trash Pandas? Yes. Or was that in a different place?
No. We saw the Trash Pandas in Tennessee. Which, by the way, is like the greatest name ever for
they
a baseball
have
team.
The best team names.
Yeah. It's like, why can't we have cooler names in like major? We got the Astros. Why not? Why can't we have the Trash Pandas as an MLB team instead of the Astros or the Oakland A's? Like, come on, get out of here with that. That's a dumb name. Timber Rattlers, Trash Pandas. There's even the Charlotte Knights. Like, that's a cool name.
Well, the one that was in Lansing, right, was the Lugnuts. That's still more fun than some of those other ones. I feel like I'm wrong right now, but I think I'm doing okay.
I don't play video games anymore because I don't have time. But Crash Bandicoot's like one of my favorite video games, for sure.
What is it?
Oh, Sean was just saying he had a snake outside at work one day, and his workmate called him to come take care of it, and Sean asked him why him. He said, "You're Australian. You're good for snakes."
I don't know if that's a rule. That's like people saying because grew up in Florida, I'd be okay with alligators.
Yeah. Oh, Traverse City is one of my favorite cities, Marianne. I love going there. It is such a pretty town, and I really like their market area.
One of my favorite pictures of us is there at that lighthouse.
Oh, I love that one lighthouse. They had a really good Mexican restaurant, too. I forgot what it's called, but...
I have no idea, and it's probably not there anymore, because it's been forever.
Yeah. And their cherries are really good.
Well, they're cherry everything, because you can get everything cherry.
We got cherry salsa there. It was amazing.
They had cherry wine, which that's probably not that.
No, I didn't like it. It was way too sweet.
Well, I did, because
it was sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you, Sean. You're like the snake whisperer.
Oh, so he is good with them then?
Apparently. He took care of it.
So what was our favorite board game, and then what was the other one we did?
Oh,
I did because I put them in.
So if money wasn't a concern, where would you go on vacation?
Oh yeah, and I didn't think of mine.
Well, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Where would you go?
I think I would want to go to Ireland. I've always wanted. I don't even know why. No, I know why, and it's a dumb reason because I read a whole bunch of books, and a lot of them from Nora Roberts take place there. So I feel like I need to go because always romantic stuff happens there.
Ireland. Ireland's pretty cool. I do like that it is a country. Well, here's the thing, though, right? So I speak a couple different languages, but it's always easier to go somewhere where they speak English because that's my native language. But I will tell you, there are some places I've been to in Ireland where I can't even understand what they're saying. It's like Scotland. Like, there's a lot of places in Scotland I can't understand.
Well, that's like that one movie we watch where, what is it? It's not Spy. Is it Spy? Where they don't understand what the person's saying because they're speaking in such a thick accent, but it's in English. You'll get there eventually. You're really good at when I don't know the name of something.
Are you talking about the movie with Patrick Dempsey where he's in love with his best friend and they go to...
No, it's not that movie because the guy's fighting him and he doesn't understand what he's saying.
Oh, that's...
See, I knew you would get there.
That is with Drake. Not the singer, rapper, but the character's name is Drake. And it's a video game.
Oh, yeah. Free Guy? Is it? No? Oh, man.
it was a good video game. I actually beat that video game. It was like the last video game I think I played.
Well, I don't know. So this was a fun story to tell all of you.
Sully is his partner. His name is Drake. Anyway. So Round the World Cruise, says Sean. That sounds awesome.
I've never been on a cruise.
So
I know you have, but I've never been on
here's the question, Sean. I've seen there are some round the world cruises that are a couple weeks, and I think I saw when I was reading about it, it's like 2 years, and it goes completely around the world very slowly, obviously. So are you talking about like trying to do one of those 2-year ones where you basically just live on the boat for 2 years and get to see all crazy stuff, or one of the 2 or 3 week ones that are much more expedited? Ireland, so Mary also said Ireland.
See, is it because of Nora Roberts too?
Iceland is amazing, Julie, so that's a good choice.
He's been everywhere, and it's not fair.
Well, I had to travel a lot for work.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to do what you did, so I guess that's fun.
Sicily, okay, that's fun. Another Ireland from Jean Hoffman, but that's because her great-grandmother was born there.
Oh, see, that's a good reason. I don't have a good reason. I think it does look, from all the pictures that I've seen of it, though, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. So.
It can. When you get into the northern parts of Ireland, it gets a lot more dicey.
Well, I would have you help me choose where to go if I ever went. I wouldn't just, like, pick a random place and hope for the best.
Trying to think of what mine would be.
I don't know. You've been everywhere, so where would
I know.
you...
I'm not sure if I'd want to go somewhere new, if I want to go back to somewhere I really enjoyed. I really like Costa Rica, so that's one.
I think you've been to Japan, but you could take Hunter there because he really wants to go.
He really wants to go to Japan, and there's some I think one of the coolest things I've ever seen was in Japan, and I don't remember what prefecture we were in, but it was winter and we were on the beach, and it was we went to the beach for this specific purpose. We weren't there and it started snowing, but there was snow on the beach and you're at the ocean. It was like it's hard to explain. I'm originally from California, though I didn't spend a lot of years there, but beaches in California are cold, but there's never snow there. So, and I always associate beaches with warm water, or warm weather, and warm water generally. So, to see snow and the ocean on the beach at the same time was it was like the coolest thing ever. So I could totally go back to Japan and do that and eat some good food. I could be down with that. So Wisconsin, I've been to Wisconsin numerous times. I actually got flown out there by a company once to interview for a job. And I agree with you that Wisconsin is more boring than most, but I really prefer that. I'm a boring human. I don't like a lot of action. I like to be in the middle of nowhere with nothing going on. So
yeah, we vacationed in South Dakota, so there you go.
We're like, where can we go where there are the fewest amount of people that we can just do nothing? And South Dakota made perfect sense. England, Scotland, and Wales. That's Jane's heritage. Okay. Danielle is very sweet and says, of all the beautiful places in the world, she'd rather go to Alabama to see her in-laws and Tennessee to visit her brothers. I haven't spent a lot of time in Alabama, Danielle. I had some clients out there a couple years ago, so I went a few times. And I had a case in Alabama in the Middle District. Federal court.
I'm going to do this one. It only takes 2 fabrics.
But Tennessee, I think, is one of the most beautiful states, especially in the Smoky Mountain area, the north. I guess it's the eastern, southeastern part. Tennessee's beautiful, and I think it's one of those places where I could go vacation for sure, because you can be up in the mountains and see all of the beautiful trees and foliage. Fallon, she's working on the free legit kits. Do you know what it's called, baby?
building blocks. It's like a free block that Legit Kits put out. That's paper piecing, foundation paper piecing. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I want to get it done because I told Donna I would. It's actually, I'm not the best at foundation paper piecing. It's not, I'm used to just traditional piecing, but it's been a lot of fun learning how to do it, and everything turns out really perfect using this method. But the free block is still available on their website. Let me see if it lets me post the link again. Yeah, I still had it saved, so I posted the link again if you want to take a look at what it looks like. I'm not using the colors that they show on that picture. I just grabbed stuff that was kind of a similar color from my stash, because it's a lot of colors that were in it. And I'm also not very organized with it. I just have all my fabrics here with like a little clip on it with the tag that tells me what color I assigned it to. A lot of people are very organized with it. They have filing systems and all kinds of awesome stuff, and that's not where I'm at with it yet.
Gloria would want to go to Switzerland and Holland.
That would probably be fun.
Because she wants to see where the Berninas are made. That's fun. See, that's kind of stuff I want to do when I'm on vacation. Like, if I were somewhere where they made something cool, I'd want to go check out the factory.
Yeah.
I find that stuff really interesting.
Yeah, when we lived in Michigan, we went to the Ford Museum, and I thought that was really neat.
Yep. Yeah, Danelle, I love Tennessee, and we were looking at some land out there because, one, it's beautiful. Two, I don't really want to live in a state that has an income tax because I hate taxes. So Tennessee is high on my list in that end because they have no state income tax. But I think the thing that is most appealing to me about Tennessee is the property taxes are so low. Because our property tax, we pay, I don't know, $30,000 a year in property taxes where we are now. And it's just ridiculous. Like I have to pay $30,000 a year, even if I own my house, just for the privilege of living in the state of Texas, which I think is silly. I think it's silly anywhere, not just Texas, but it's just ridiculous.
Well, it's because part of it's because there's so many people moving here, and they can't keep up with building schools that they need. Like our kids don't go to public school, but the school that they're zoned to was just built a few years ago, and it's so crowded that what grade is it that has
so it's a high school, but they don't have ninth grade anymore because they have to send the ninth grade.
Yeah, the ninth
to
grade
school.
goes to an elementary school in another another city. They get bused, or you can drive your kid too, but they just didn't have enough room, so they are going to an elementary school that's not even by here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I love Tennessee. Yeah, we found a property. It was like 6 or 7 acres. It was 6,000 square feet.
He's having trouble convincing me to move, though, because I'm scarred with our trip there.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. But the point is, it was a huge house. It was like 6,000 square feet, 6 or 7 acres, beautiful land, had its own little lake, and the property taxes were like $1,900 a year. It's like, I pay more than $1,900 a month right now for property taxes. Like, that is amazing. And it was in the middle of nowhere. It was like a good 30 minutes to the nearest grocery store, but it still had fiber internet and all the amenities, and cell reception was amazing when we were out there. So it's just like, it was the best of all worlds. So sort of a tangent, but we went to vacation in Tennessee. We were there for just over a week, 10 days. I don't remember how long we were there. And we brought our dog with us. And while we were driving, we drove. We stopped in Louisiana.
Just before that terrifying bridge, I am never going on that again. If you live there If you live in Louisiana and you love it, I'm so sorry. But that was the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my entire life.
So we stopped to get some food, and we let our dog out to make his to do his duties. And we noticed that he started we were in this dirty ass parking lot with like nasty ass water, and he starts drinking it. And we're like, oh god! So we stop him. We finally get to Tennessee, and he has like a stomach bug because he drank nasty, gutter water, and so he threw up and had stomach problems the entire time we were there. So my wife is scarred on Tennessee as a result of that because
all I can associate it with was that.
Yeah. We had to take him to the vet. They had to give us like special food so that he didn't upset his stomach anymore. And
I just remember having to clean up after him every time.
Yeah, anytime we came back to the house, we had to
or in the morning, and it wasn't his fault at all. But that's what I think. No, we did have fun. We really did. Dollywood was so much fun. All the escape rooms we went to were fun. We ate at a lot of really good places. The baseball game we went to was a lot of fun, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Those mountains over there were beautiful too.
Yeah, they definitely were. So, the bridge my wife was talking about. So there's a bridge called Calcasieu Bridge in Louisiana, and it is like literally the lowest rated bridge in the U.S. Like, it's on the U.S. National Register of, like, don't go on this bridge because you may die kind of thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It is really.
Yes.
Oh.
It's like one of the bridges that has been slated for infrastructure revival.
I cut these the wrong way.
Oh, they did. I just saw you cut them.
No, I said I cut them. I cut them for, I cut the wrong color for the wrong size.
So, we get on this bridge to leave, and we're basically in the middle of the bridge, which is shaking like crazy because it is not a good bridge. But we were on the bridge for 2.5 hours, and the bridge is only maybe a mile long. There was a chemical spill on the other end of the bridge, so the road was closed, and we couldn't go anywhere. And so you have...
But in the other direction, they could.
Yes.
So whenever big semis went across the whole bridge, it was just shaking by. And I was like, we need to open the windows because if this collapses, the only chance we're going to have is if we can swim out of here.
Yeah, she was not having it. I thought she was going to pass out. Lori, I do not have to take the bar in Tennessee. I have been practicing long enough that I can wave in to any state that allows an attorney to wave in. There's a couple states that don't. Nevada requires people to take the bar. Florida, Delaware, New Jersey, I believe, Hawaii. I think those are the only ones. South Carolina is another one. That may be it. So no, I could just, I have to pay $1,900 to get licensed in Tennessee, but I don't have to take the bar or do anything like that. Which is also another appeal. But there's 43 states in which that applies. Because I've been practicing as long as I have.
Julie, I'm sure with your job you have been so many places. So I have to know, where in the United States do you think everyone should visit?
Well, that's a good question. I like that question. But you're putting Julie on the spot.
I am. Sorry, Julie. We're still friends, right? I feel like I'm really messing this up now.
Oh, but you should be more organized.
I know. I told Donna, I was like, you need to just come help me get all this organized because I just don't think I can do as well as she does. That bridge was awful. I still talk. I'm serious.
That was 3 years ago, and you still talk about it.
I know. I didn't even think I was that scared of bridges before then. And then I don't know if it was just that bridge or that, because I don't remember ever really getting that scared over other ones. The only other thing that made me really scared was the tunnel from Canada to Detroit, because And I think I would have been okay in that if we could have just drove through. But it was the same situation where we were in stop traffic, and I was like, this is not fun for me.
Yeah, and the tunnel from Windsor to Detroit and vice versa, it's underwater, it's underground, and what scared her the most is, and it is kind of freaky, but as you're driving through this tunnel, there's water dripping from the walls because you're under the lake. And I think my wife thought we were going to drown.
Well, it was but see, with that situation, our windows being open wouldn't help because we're not going to be able to swim out of there. So, again, it was just like, what could we do to save if water just starts rushing in? But I guess that's supposed to be normal. That it doesn't
they
seem
say
like
it's normal, but it shouldn't. Like they should be able to engineer around that.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's normal to have like water dripping in there. I would feel like that's supposed to be like a water-free zone. Like that's not a good thing if water's in there.
Yeah. So Stephanie, we will not have a booth at either quilt market or festival.
But our friend will.
But we will be there. So we don't know what days we're going to be there. Just as guests, not as presenters or booth operators or anything like that.
I think Stephanie, you're going to be set up at Market though, right? I think
that's what she was asking.
Yeah, I think she's going to have a booth at Market, but we can't. We can go to
Market. I don't remember which one is festival.
Market's
which one is Market. It's just for shops, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure if I call over there and say, hey, look, we have a quilting business, they'll let us go to Market.
Probably, but I want to pick a day to go hang out with Liz up there for a little bit, though. Yeah. And we wouldn't be able to go swing with our kids going, like, both times.
Well, they're different. Like, we can go, like, second day of Market and then, third day of festival.
Oh, are they farther away from each other?
Yeah, I think it's over a period of 8 or 9 days.
Oh, okay.
So...
PA. I feel like I should know what each of these are at this point, but I still don't. There's just so many colors. Like, how many colors does this block have?
Okay, Stephanie stitches. She's not going to have a setup. She's just going to be walking around. So that's what we're going to be doing too, Stephanie. We're just going to be walking around and taking a look and seeing what's going on. And
see,
saying
there's
hi to people.
24 colors in this block.
You chose, not me.
I'm not blaming you. I just think you should have designed it better.
Good evening, J. Klein Atland. I hope I got that right. So Washington State is beautiful. One of my best friends got married there a few years ago, and it was gorgeous.
Oh, you have to tell that story, because that's a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go because our kids were a lot younger then.
Okay, so to make a long story short, look, I'll be...
He doesn't do long story short.
I probably don't. So I don't know if it was like a... I contend to this day that it was an accident. But to lay the ground here, I begged my best friend not to marry this girl because I didn't think it was going to work out.
That's not the funny part that I'm talking about.
So when we're on the bachelor party, I was like, "Hey, dude, like, do you want to get out of this? Like, let's just go to Canada and you don't have to get married." And he did not budge, although he considered it. So the day before the wedding, I'm like, dude, it's still not too late. Like, this is not a good choice for you. And he considered it, but didn't do anything. Day of the wedding, same thing. But, so we're going to the wedding, and my hotel is an hour away from the wedding venue, just because that's the way it worked out. And we all hung out, got some lunch together, and then we drove to the wedding together. And I had my suit in a bag, like my suit bag. Mm-hmm. And we get there, and we go to our dressing rooms, and I put on my shirt, put on my tie, and then I go to grab my suit pants and realize I don't have them. I've got literally everything: my dress shoes, my suit jacket, my shirt, my tie, socks, you name it, but I don't have my suit pants. And I don't know what happened, but they weren't in my bag. So for the first half of before the wedding started, but like all of the preamble, right, when people walking around saying hi to each other, taking pictures, I'm wearing jeans and I do not have suit pants. I'm thinking, oh, I just screwed this wedding up because it completely unintentionally. I did not mean to do this, but I have no idea where my suit pants are. So I called the hotel, and the hotel's like, okay, we'll go check, and they were somehow still in the closet, which makes no sense to me because they were in my damn travel suit thing. Like I didn't take them out, so there's no reason they should have not been in the bag. Maybe I was sleepwalking and did it. I don't know. Point is, they were there. The hotel didn't have anyone that could send it to us, and the wedding, the actual ceremony, was less than an hour away. So there's no way I could drive an hour there, drive an hour back, and get back with my suit pants. So luckily, my other best friend, who was also in the wedding, his girlfriend was on her way, so she swung by, got the pants, and then she got there about 5 minutes before the ceremony took place. So I don't know how she did that. She must have driven 100 miles an hour.
Exactly, Danelle.
But she got there, and the everything was fine. The actual wedding photos of us being in the wedding ceremony, I'm in my suit, but all of the other wedding photos, I'm in jeans. So my nickname with my best friend was Jeans for several years until they came up with a better one. So
and the wedding video and everything was really funny because it has them in their boxers with their suit coats on and stuff.
Right, because I didn't have suit pants. And because we, I guess, apparently weren't thinking, we were like, oh, hey, let's just all strip down to our boxers in front of everyone and take a picture like this. So that's what we did. Thank you, Stephanie. I thought it was something like that. So, market is Friday to Monday, and then the festival starts Thursday. So, we can do that.
100 miles per hour plus.
Yeah, it had to done it. There's no way. Yeah, see, I sort of a bad groomsman, although on the other hand, I was the only thing that went wrong that day, so I sort of took one for the team, right? Like, there could have been a major disaster,
well,
and it was really
probably more talking about you trying to talk them out of it.
Well, I tried.
Well, no, you're supposed to be a good groomsman and be supportive.
Yeah, my support was, this is a bad decision. And I was ultimately right, so, you know.
Sometimes people have to learn for themselves.
Yeah, it was, I felt so bad. Like, I was not happy about the decision, but it wasn't my decision to make, to marry someone. At least those two. No, I decided to marry you, but I felt terribly bad. I'm like, I don't want to ruin the wedding. I just didn't want it to happen.
That doesn't sound...
So.
It was your subconscious, though.
It must have. I still to this day don't, because when I travel with the suit, it goes in my suit travel bag, which is, it's a self-contained thing and has everything in it. Suit jacket, shirt, tie, socks, pants, you name it. Belt, shoes, all in that. I had no reason to open it and take anything out because we were just hanging out the couple days before, so we didn't go anywhere fancy.
After that, you're always going to check now, though.
So there was no reason for my pants to have ever made their way out of that bag. I don't know how it happened. Nargles.
Nargles.
Was the Nargles. So, anyway, that's the fun story about Washington State.
Okay, so what is our serious, not really that serious topic this time? Because I couldn't think of a really good, like, really serious topic. So this one's kind of a fun serious, but not really.
Oh, I like this one. Yeah, so Julie, we live, like, Sealy's one of the border towns to where we live. There's, like, one tiny town between us and Sealy. But yeah, Sealy's right down the road. Like, we drive through Sealy all the time.
That is really close. We drive through there a lot because we drive through there all the time when we're heading to Austin.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Yeah, that's where Prasix is. Remember that place we tried to go to once?
Yeah.
That didn't work out. But yeah. Yeah, Sealy. But Baytown is way on the other opposite side of Houston, but Sealy is right down the road from us. So, let us know next time you're near Sealy. Okay, so the serious topic is, would you rather speak any language fluently, right? So you go to Italy, you can speak Italian. You go to Greece, you can speak Grecian, Gaelic. No, Gaelic is Ireland. Greek. There we go. I knew I'd get there sometime. So wherever you are, you can speak whatever language you need to. Or, in lieu of that ability, you get to talk with any animal and all animals whenever you want. Texas, Julie, has way too many people, not just Austin. So, would you rather speak any language in the world at any time or speak to animals?
So, when I was first thinking of my answer to this, my first thought was that I would want to talk to animals because they're nicer than people, I think, in most cases. But then when I really got to think about it, when I was in college, I was taking American Sign Language, and I worked at the Subway on campus, and someone who was deaf came in and was really struggling to order theirs because, you know, you can point and stuff, but it's still hard to really tell what people are pointing at. And I knew enough at that point of sign language to be able to communicate with them, and just how, like, relieved they looked to have somebody there to be able to help them through ordering their food. And, you know, it felt really rewarding to be able to do that. So, I don't know, like, I feel like it would be nice to be able to just communicate with people and it not be a struggle. But also, I think animals are nice. I don't know. What would you choose?
So, I was actually, now hearing that explanation makes me reconsider what I was going to say.
Ooh.
Because I was going to go languages, because I love languages. And
But animals being nice?
No. So what I was going the other way with this. So yes, I do agree that animals are generally nicer than humans, but, and it'd be cool just to know what our dog's thinking half the time.
I feel like he doesn't have complex thoughts, though.
That's me.
Well, I think he's like food and pets. That's like what?
That's about right.
I don't think he's wondering where we're going, or, you know.
No, so I guess thinking about it fourth dimensionally, as Doc Brown teaches us, I think what would be really fun, though, or maybe not even fun, but so one of the reasons that people don't like to go certain places or to try new experiences because they're afraid of getting eaten by a wild lion or something like that, right? But think about this, like, if you could talk to animals, I could go hiking anywhere in the world and not have to worry about a rattlesnake attacking me or a mountain lion because I'd be able to talk to them and be like, bro, chill. Like, what's going on here?
Do you think that would work out, though?
Absolutely. Can you imagine if you're just trucking along in the mountains and a mountain lion's hungry as hell and comes up to you, you're like, hey, bro, chill. He's going to be like, holy crap, you can talk? Then you become friends. Like, I think it opens up doors for you to go exploring places that no one else can, because now you can get along with the animals and at least, you know, do things that other people can't. So, I don't know. I feel like, plus, you know, we as humans think that we are the smartest animals on the planet, and let's assume for this conversation we are. Can you imagine if I could, like, talk to a bear and command it to do things? Right? Like, I could convince a bear to go do something for me so I didn't have to.
But then would they lock you up then? They would lock you up and make you, like, be in charge of, like, circus animals.
No, I'm not going to tell anyone. What the heck are you talking about?
Well, people would have to know because you're taking them on hiking trips so that they can do it safely.
I'm not bringing people with me. What are you talking about?
Well, that's what you made it sound like.
No, this is just for me and you if you want to come, but no. I'm not hiking with random strangers and protecting them from animals. That's not my jam.
What about all of our friends here?
That's funny.
Delivery. See? You would just know that you're going to get eaten ahead of time.
Well, I get a head start.
I Hi, Christina. I think I already told you the question earlier, but you may have forgot because it was a while. Oh no, which way do I do this?
Oh no.
Would you rather be able to talk to animals or be able to speak any language fluently?
Man, almost everyone's gone with animals.
Because they're nicer. Even the ones that might eat you, they're just gonna eat you because they need food, not because they're being mean.
Well, but they could be nice about it.
Well, they may. Maybe, like you said, maybe if you're like, hey, I'm not food, maybe they wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I'd kind of like to find out now.
You gotta be Dr. Doolittle.
No, I don't want to be Dr. Do. I don't want to cure animals. I just want to know what's going on.
I mean, I don't think I've ever watched that movie. But I thought that he could talk to animals.
Yeah, he can.
Oh.
But he did.
But he was like a vet too, or something.
He was a vet. Yeah, that was his.
Well, I
his
don't
vocation.
know.
I don't want to be a vet. I just want to. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm back and forth, but I think I'm leaning towards animals.
What?
Why your man want to play Nintendo? So Mac, I'm not playing Nintendo. I am taking paper off of pieces of acrylic. And why do I want to do it? Because I love my wife and I like being next to her. So that's why. No, Christina, you're going off the deep end here. Stay with us in reality. So, yeah, that's part of it too, though, right? Charlene, is just the curiosity of what are animals going to say to us? Do they have complex thoughts? Are they much smarter than we think? Or is all that's going to come out is, whoa. Right, I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out. I mean, animals obviously have some intelligence, and maybe they have a lot, but, you can train them to do tricks. I feel like we're just as trained as Shadow is.
I feel like this person's just... How do I... I'm just removing them. Because I feel like they're just being... So maybe...
The original one is the best. Oh, the original Dr. Doodle. Yeah, I do like the original one. I like Eddie Murphy a lot, but there's something to be said for the original.
Bye-bye.
So.
Okay.
Raccoons are rather smart, I bet.
Yeah, I removed them. I think so, Mary. We tried to think that they were being like actual human being, but
Billy Speaks. I have not heard of that channel, Jonna. What is it? A animal psychic or someone who can actually talk to animals? Or
I think there are people who like aren't they like animal whisperers? Were they? Because we tried watching that one show.
Oh, about the dogs? Or no, it was just like pets. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, and it was pretty interesting, like the stuff that they did to help the owners try to work through different things their pets were doing.
I wonder what Billy Speaks is about.
I wonder if it's that we were watching. I don't think so, though.
No, I don't think any of their names were Billy. But I could be wrong. Oh, a woman has trained her cat to use buttons to communicate.
Oh, that's cool. Isn't there like a gorilla or something that they did that with too? A monkey or a gorilla?
Jane Goodall, I think, was involved in that. I saw something on Reddit the other day. It was a deaf guy who apparently trained his cat to do some signs because
that's cool.
It's like the cat, like they showed a video, the cat was signing food when it wanted food. I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. I don't even know how you get to that whatever it was amazing.
We taught our kids sign language when they were...
Yeah, when they couldn't actually speak language. because it was so much easier. Because then, if they were hungry, or if they needed a diaper change, or if they wanted something, they could sign it to you, and it worked. It was actually really cool. Baby signing time.
Yeah, they could sign like milk, food, more. What else can they sign? I don't remember.
All the basics.
Yeah.
Something about a bathroom. Coco the gorilla used ASL. Yeah.
Yeah, that was what it was.
Well, and I know in like certain parts of the world, certain parts of the Middle East and North Africa, thieves will train monkeys. Well, I guess they do it in some parts of Southeast Asia as well. But they'll use capuchin monkeys they'll train them to like steal stuff from people.
Have you watched that movie? I think it's called Monkey Business. It had Thor Birch in it.
No.
I think that was kind of like what it was about. I think. Okay, no,
that's cool to know. First. Our dog just stands at the door and looks at us like, "Hey, suckers, open the door for me because I gotta go." It's like, what I want him to do is like scratch at the door or bark or something to give us an audible warning, because half the time we're not there. So right now, he could be standing downstairs at the door with a dumb look on his face asking us to let him out. It's like, dude, we're up here. We don't know. Bark.
He does do some fun stuff though, like he'll ask for a treat and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
But he's much more food motivated than anything else.
So, Jonna, I sent out a prototype of the 2-inch and got some good feedback. So, yes, I will.
You could probably post those now.
Yeah, because I because of the feedback, I made I made a bunch. So, I'll put them on the website once we're done tonight, and they will be available for purchase. Because they're done and cut. They just need to have handles put on them. And then they'll be good to go. So, yes, they will be available. And yeah, my biggest concern was just that the handle is 2 inches and the actual trim lock would be 2 inches. So I just didn't want it to be a problem with people getting their hands in the ways, but it apparently is not an issue, and so I can't go any smaller than 2 inches for that reason, though. So I won't be able to make a 1.5 or really anything smaller than 2.
Ooh, bells on the door is smart, but I would be worried he would, because we don't lock him up at night.
Yeah, our dog he has free range of this house. He can go anywhere he wants.
We used to when he was younger. We crate trained him, but he is so chill. But bells, he would be ringing those all night just to be silly.
He probably would.
Or try to eat them.
That's very possible, too. He's the sort of dog that you get him a brand new toy, and within, I don't know, an hour, he's literally destroyed it, and the squeaker's been destroyed, and there's holes in it everywhere. And he's the sort of dog that needs hard toys, like the hard rubber Kong toys, but he has no interest in them. If you give him a hard toy, he just like scoffs at you and will never use it. He likes the soft ones with the squeakers.
And to be able to pull all the stuffing out. And
yeah, that's exactly right. He only wants them so he can open them up and eat the stuffing and get it on his tail so he can wag it around like crazy. So
he wants our downstairs to look like a dog crime scene.
He really does. That's hilarious. So I think the majority of people said they'd rather talk to animals, which I get, because I'd rather talk to animals than people too. But
I agree, Charlene. I think we do communicate with them more than we really think.
Yeah, and I assume this is the case for most dogs, or pets in general. Although I'm not, cats have their own little thing going on, but our dog seems to be very in tune with what is going on in our lives, because when my wife's brother had his first stroke, my wife was very distressed, and our dog was like fawning all over her that day. He would not leave you alone. He just wanted to be next to you.
Yeah, and when he passed, it was the same thing.
Yeah. He knew what was going on. I don't think he knew specifically what, but he could tell you were not in a good place, and he was none too pleased to come and cheer you up. I don't know if he cheered you up, but he just wanted to be around you all that day. So
Yeah. Yeah, but he does the same, like, when you're sick and stuff. Like, he's, like, much more chill that day. Just wants to lay with you wherever you are or whatever.
Yeah. So Jay Klein-Atland, our dog does something similar. He won't push his water bowl. His food and water bowl are in, like, the other wing of the house. So he'll go in there, and if there's no water in there, he'll wait a few seconds, and then he'll come back and just stare at you.
Like you messed up.
Yeah, he'll stare at you until you go get him more water. And he'll do it in the same exact spot, so it's sort of like...
You know.
Yeah, you know what the issue is.
He'll do that with food, too, because he eats twice a day. He gets half of his food in the morning, and then the other half we give it to him around 4. And he seems to know when it's about that time, because he'll look at you like, why isn't my food ready? And then he's tricky, too, because since he works from home, too, we're both home. If I give him his food, like, say, at 3:30, a little early, because I was down there and he looked like he wants it, he'll come out later, and the dog will look at him like he hasn't been fed, like he's in distress. And sometimes he'll give him food because I'm really busy and he doesn't think I fed him. And then when we convene later, we're like...
He got us.
He got us again. He got double fed.
Yep. He knows how to put on a sad face like, oh my goodness.
Y'all
I
are
ate at 6 a.m.
me.
and it's like 4:15 and I haven't been fed. And it's, I give him food. And then he smiles and I find out that he got fed at 3:30. It's like, oh, you tricky, tricky dog. You.
He really will, though. It's like he puts on an act.
He totally does. And he's very good at it, too. It's very convincing. Like, we've learned now, because it happened enough times where we're like, what the heck?
Yeah, so our vet's getting on to us.
Yeah. So now it's like, before I feed him, I'm like, hey, babe, did you feed him yet? And if she hasn't, then I'll feed him. And if she has, then I scowl at the dog, and he knows what's up. But we check with each other now just to be safe, because he's tricky. That's awesome to know. Yeah, so Shadow he's a Labradoodle, and we got him because our son has dander. Like, he cannot be around cats at all. Like, he just gets sick if he walks into a house that even has cats.
Yeah, when we were in Michigan, we looked at a few houses just to see what's going on there in the housing market, and one of the houses had cats, and they weren't even anywhere...
They weren't even in the house.
Yeah, but when we walked around the house, like, he was bad the rest of the day with his allergies.
So we decided to get a dog that had the least amount of dander. Labradoodles fit in. I didn't want a full poodle because that's just a bit too frou-frou for me.
Jesus.
So we went with the Labradoodle. But like, I grew up around German Shepherds, and those are my favorite dogs, and that's what I would have chosen. But it wouldn't have worked out because they have double coats, and our son would have been sneezing literally all the time. But Shadow's amazing. He's great. I love him. He makes me laugh. So. But when the kids are out of the house and it's time to get another dog.
What?
Maybe we'll get a German Shepherd. It'll protect us. Just like Shadow.
Just like Shadow tries to.
Yeah. All right, so Shadow's, I don't know, he's about 60 pounds. He's a mid-size, maybe sort of trending the high end of midsize, so maybe like a small, large dog, if that makes sense. So we'll take him out to the park, and like he'll come to soccer games with us if they're local, because I don't want to drive him for 3 hours if we're going to a game in Austin or something. But if he sees like any dog that is smaller than him, he just like walks on by or sniffs them, no big deal. But if he sees like a big dog, he gets fake aggressive, like he'll bark at him, but he has no intention of going anywhere near them. And it just cracks me up because it's like, dude, like, what are you trying to do here? You know that dog will eat you if you get anywhere near him. Like, we were the last soccer game we took him to, there was a big, had to be 100-pound German Shepherd. And Shadow wanted to growl at it. I'm like, dude, that dog will destroy you. But he fancies his little self as a big dog intimidator, apparently. But it's just funny because there's no bite behind his bark at all, and you can tell by the way he barks it's not like a scary one. But
I only have two more.
Our dog will do that too, Jay Klein Atman. He'll sit there with his little chin on the couch and stare up at you. Like, is it okay if I get up? And he say, up, and he jumps like crazy and falls off sometimes because he's so excited. Yeah.
We never had a German Shepherd. No.
I mean, I've had a bunch, but...
I have to go to bed soon. Do you want to finish all those?
Yeah, I'll finish these and then we can be good to go.
How many letters did you get through?
3. Look at my nail.
Ew.
I know. These things destroy your nails. It's horrible.
You need to get stronger nails.
I have very strong nails. It's just, these are sharp.
I think I can finish this one while you're doing that. And then I'll just have one more to finish. And then put them all together. This is going to be... It's going to be interesting what this block looks like. Because this is a weird, like, grouping of fabric colors.
Well, you chose them.
Well, I know. But I didn't want to... Because I didn't know if I would like doing this. And they have a bundle on there where you can get the fabric for this block through Legit Kits. And I think it was around $50-something. But I didn't want to spend $50-something to get... I think this thing's 15 by 22 when it's finished. Mm. But I get the price because you can't go to a quilt shop and buy like a 5-inch square of one color and whatever. Totally get the price. But I didn't want to spend that to not know if I would actually finish this.
So, I mean, what are your thoughts, though, on, do you like the process? Is it too much work and you're never going to do, like, I don't know, what are your thoughts?
So, I would maybe do one of these a year. Like, I got that rose one to do because I don't think I could do this over and over. Like, traditional piecing is so much, I think, easier. But if you want to get a quilt done that has, like, a... not realistic look, but you know how that looks like a rose, that picture I showed you? It looks like you're not going to be able to do that very easily, like piecing a quilt traditionally. So maybe one a year I would be able to do. I couldn't do this. Like, I don't feel like I got a lot done sitting here. Like when I work on Monique's project, I feel like I could get a lot more done. I don't have to think about it a whole lot.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of detail work, but at some point it's going to feel like you're going down a hill, like you're just going to hit your stride and it's going to go much faster.
But also, if I was more organized with this and I could find the color a lot, maybe that would change my mind too. But I'm like shuffling through a pile of this stuff because I don't have it in like a file system or something like some people do. So I don't know. I think it's fun, but I don't think I could do these over and over and over and over again.
Okay.
But you want to try one?
No.
Why not?
Because I just want to get these letters done.
Well, I meant like, I didn't mean this one, like right now.
Oh,
I meant
you mean in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of their stuff. It looks really cool. Like, you showed me, was it the race car one?
You could do the David one.
Fighter jet one? Did they have one for the David? That's awesome.
You can either do that part, or you can do a leaf over it.
Really? They give you the option? That's awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if you actually have to sew the part and then they give you the leaf to put over the part after, but I know it comes with a leaf.
Danelle says she uses the binder system and it works well for her.
Yeah, I need to do that. You probably have binder. Do you have binder?
I got a bunch of legal binders in there. I don't know if there's stuff in there that I need, but yeah, I've got a bunch of binders.
I should steal some.
Some of them are from a case that's over now, so I'm sure I can give you the binders.
Shred it.
Yeah, I've got no need for anything in that case.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this one right now. Like, my mind is shot. I can't even remember the letters that I'm looking for.
So, what movie do you want to watch tonight?
Outlaws?
Anyone have any good? Oh, I'll watch Outlaws. There we go. I was going to ask for movie recommendations, but she just came up with a great one, so we'll watch that. If you haven't seen Outlaws on Netflix, it is hilarious, and it's a very easy movie to watch. And I highly recommend it. If you like easy, silly movies.
Stephanie said you do sew the part. So you still sew the part, and then you have to put the leaf. You don't have to, but you can choose to put the leaf over. I believe it's a double-sided quilt, so it's kind of like you get the front of the David and the back.
Oh, and then his butt?
Yeah.
Hey, man. That's kind of cool.
It's art. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that one. I'm not it doesn't offend me. But I think it's hilarious. There's other ones that I would really like to do before that. The Statue of Liberty one is really cool. I don't know if I've shown you that one.
I don't think I've seen that one. They've got a fighter jet one.
Yeah, they have so many.
That was really cool. Oh.
The car's cool.
Oh, car.
I would like to do that one for Hunter at some point, but I have the lion that I was doing for him in Detroit lion colors, and I still have not finished that one.
Where is it? It used to be right over there.
No, it's...
Oh, it's right there. I see
there.
It. Yeah.
I need to finish that one. That is about to be Christmas again, and that's when I was going to try to finish it for him last year.
Yeah, and it's not going to happen.
No.
And then it was we'll do it for his birthday, and that didn't happen.
Oh, that's a good idea. Danelle has did I see yours on I wonder if it was you that I saw sewing with people, a group of people. She has a binder that has the sleeves in it that she keeps the different colors and the...
Oh, like the zipper pouches?
No, you know how they have what are they called? Page savers or whatever they are? I don't think they have zippers on them. But
where you put the papers in.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Do you have any of those?
I doubt. Oh, I do, because my depot binders have cover pages and my secretary puts those things. So yeah, I think I probably do. I'll check. But how many binders do you need?
Just one. Well, maybe two, because maybe one for this one. No, because I'm almost done with this one. So just one for the rows. Okay.
The birds. I haven't seen the birds one. But I imagine all their stuff is so cool.
The birds, that reminds me of the movie The Birds, which reminds me...
today.
Were they out when you guys drove through there? Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to hit a million of them. There's just, at certain times a year, we get so many birds down this main road that is the only way from where we live where you can get into town. And they'll just dive bomb the car, it feels like.
And there's thousands of them. It is literally watching, you could be driving on a bright sunny day and then it becomes black because there's so many that'll fly in front of your car. And not just yours, but they just fly in front of cars.
I don't like it.
It is pretty creepy. But #Texas. I love the
What did Christina say?
I don't know what she said. Why? I never know what she said. No, they're not starlings. They do murmurate like starlings, Marianne. But they are crows. So I don't know if starlings are the only ones that have murmurations, but these
I don't even know what
crows
that means.
do the same thing.
Did you get them all?
Well, I got 4.
Well, I meant
There's
at that
32
letter.
to go. Yes.
Why didn't you start with A?
I just went there.
I'm so tired.
I am
How are we
Why
going to
am I
watch
so-
a movie?
We're not. We're going to have it on and we'll be asleep in 15 minutes.
If you haven't watched Outlaws on Netflix, though, it's funny and it's an easy movie to watch. Unless you don't like that one guy, which I don't think he's everyone's jam. The guy from Pitch Perfect.
Oh, Adam Devine.
Yeah, because he's kind of goofy, so he's probably not for everyone. I asked you to watch it, Christina, and I don't think you have yet because you never said anything about it.
I love bats, Danelle. I always have. So I actually think that'd be really cool. And I miss Michigan, so it'd be cool just to be there, watch it.
All right, we need to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to lay down. This chair is not my friend.
Yeah, and tomorrow we won't get a lot of sleep because our gardener and landscaping crew
you just
comes
reminded
by
me.
Thursday morning, and they've been getting earlier and earlier. Like I think last week they came at like 6:30.
Yeah, they used to come around 9, between 9 and 10. But I think it's because our neighbors they use the same one, so they can just do both yards at the same time. So I feel like they just like to come and get that done right away.
Yeah.
They can knock out two houses.
Although, so we have neighbors in the sense we're all on land, but we live on a little horseshoe, and so there's 4 houses. And the one on the corner over there, us, and then the one right next to us here, the 3 of us all use the same landscaper. But he'll do theirs on Tuesday, and then he does this on Thursday. I'm like, you're here. Just do ours also. It doesn't make sense. But, I'm sure he's got a system in place and it works for him, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I've always wondered that too, because I see them come. I'm like, you already came just a few days ago, but then I realized that they're
here.
Yeah.
So, I bet it was cold, Danelle. So, I don't think next time we're in Austin, we may see a lot of bats. There's a lot of bat caves down there, but none really here in Houston. So, all right, everyone. Well, it was nice. Thank you for joining us and for participating. It was actually really interesting to see that almost everyone wanted animals over humans, which is not really all that surprising. We don't have, we have a list of topics. I don't know what topics next week will be.
Yeah, I'll try to get it up the day before next time. I'm really bad about remembering to put that up, but I will try my best to remember to get it up earlier this time so you all can see the topics ahead of time.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.
Bye.